Hello everybody, this is NAPA Fan here, and this is race number 1 in NAPA IROC 4. For the first time ever, the International Race of Champions joins Mello Yello Speedweeks, and we are here at the Daytona International Speedway for race number 1 of this 4-race season. It'll conclude at Indianapolis in May, but right now, the site is set to get a win at the World Center of Racing, and 13 drivers come to the Daytona International Speedway to get that coveted victory here. John Arndt starts on the pole in the 05. The starting lineup is determined by the amount of NAPA fan wins each of these drivers have. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through all these drivers and tell you why they're here in the 4th edition of IROC on NAPA Fan. The 05 of John Arndt won the Turkey Hill Truck Series Championship last year. The number 3 of Tristan Allen won the Chick-fil-A All-Star Race in 2018. The number 9 of Zachary Fitzwater won the Daytona 500 right here at Daytona 1 year ago. He also won the opener in IROC back in 2017. Sebastian Kukulon in the number 13 is the defending Turkey Hill Series champion. Luke Rainey, driving the 19, won the Thanksgiving 500. Roger Ray finished 5th in the championship standings of 2018 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He drives the number 24. The 37 of Cody Sill finished 3rd in the championship standings of season number 7. Ryan Kinghart is the ARCA champion. He is the only driver in the field who has never won a race on NAPA Fan before. He drives the number 40. Nicholas Samadio won the IndyCar Championship last year and the Indianapolis 250. He drives the number 48. Daniel McMillan in the number 75 won the NR 2003 Big One last year. Diego Yepes finished 4th in the championship standings of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series in 2018. He drives the number 92. Colton Yo won the Christmas Eve 500 here not too long ago. He drives the number 98. And Brad Stover, the defending Rookie of the Year in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, returns in the number 99. I forget how many laps it is that we're going to have here at Daytona for all of Mello Yello Speedweeks, but we got a lot of them, and we're going to add 20 more of them here tonight for NAPA IROC 4. Ready to roll off the pit lane. John Arndt in the 05 on the pole position, 16 career NAPA fan wins, including 4 of those, I do believe, being in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, so that's why he breaks the tie with Tristan Allen in the number 3, who also has 16 NAPA fan wins. Row number 2, like you said, Zachary Fitzwater, one of the biggest names in NR 2003. He won this race in IROC in 2017 and then went on to win the Daytona 500 from the pole last year in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He starts 3rd alongside the number 48 of Nicholas Samadio, who won the Indianapolis 250 last year. You know, this guy's good. He's also won the Daytona 500. 2 Daytona 500 champions starting in row number 2. Cody Sill did a great job in the points last year. He drives the number 37 alongside Brad Stover, who was the Rookie of the Year in 2018 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Daniel McMillan in the number 75 will be starting alongside Luke Rainey in row number 4. McMillan won the NR 2003 Big One, and Luke Rainey won the Thanksgiving 500. Both of those events took place at the Coca-Cola Super Speedway. Roger Ray finished in the top 5 in points of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He's alongside Sebastian Kukulon, who has won the opening event at Daytona in the Turkey Hill Series and the Turkey Hill Truck Series. He might do it again here tonight, and he's got a chance of doing it on Saturday in the Daytona 500. And behind those guys, Colton Yo, his 2 career NAPA fan wins have come here, both in the same special event, the Christmas Eve 500. And is looking for his 3rd Daytona win here in the number 98. He's alongside Diego Yepes. He's got a win here at Daytona. Came just a couple days ago. And he will be starting 12th with Ryan Kinghart, the ARCA champion, starting 13th. The only driver without a NAPA fan win in this field. All 13 of these guys have an equal shot of winning, though, and it's going to be a thrilling race. Only 20 laps, no pit stops. It's going to be a green flag run all the way to the end, most likely, but there could be a caution. You never know. Green flag in the air for NAPA IROC 4. We're racing at Daytona. We're 3 wide and 4 wide throughout the field. This might now work out. Oh, brother. There's still 4 wide coming to the line. What a move by Zachary Fitzwater from the inside. He shot up to the outside down the backstretch and led lap 1 ahead of John Arndt. Oh my goodness, Zachary Fitzwater's a good driver, but we gotta watch out for this right here. Roger Ray, Sebastian Kukulon, Ryan Kinghorn, and Nicholas Samadia all 4 wide on lap 2 of this event. And of course, you know, 4 wide does not work here at Daytona. It looks like they might go 4 wide again ahead of them. Luke Rainey, Daniel McMillan, they're 4 wide for the lead. What on earth's going on? McMillan in the middle of all this. They're not going to figure it out. The leader's wreck. McMillan's around. Luke Rainey, Kukulon's upside down. And flipping for the 5th time in Speedweeks we have a flip. It's John Arndt in the 05. That is not at all what John Arndt wanted to see from starting on the pole in this event. Absolutely unbelievable what we saw in those first couple of laps. Colton Yo won the race back to the line, but I think he might have gotten involved in the accident. I don't see him anywhere. There he is. He just jumped the field on everybody, but oh my goodness gracious. I said it was going to be a green flag run to the end, most likely. Well, I am 100% wrong about that at this point. We only have a few drivers without damage after that accident. Daniel McMillan involved again. He didn't go flipping this time like he did last Friday night, but John Arndt did, making it the 5th flip of Mello Yello Speedweeks. We had 2 in the Smooth Fest, 2 in the Rockstar Pro Series, and it's happened here in the IROC Championship at Daytona. Ryan Kinghorn in the number 40 with a lot of damage. He was one of those guys who made it 4 wide. McMillan's all torn up. Not all what McMillan wanted to see. There's Luke Rainey. He got caught up in the accident. He was one who went flipping in the Rockstar Pro Series race. And I think even Kukulon flipped in this thing. Number 13 involved. Diego Yepes. Not what he wanted to see after winning the Mello Yello Smooth Fest on Friday night. But it's not the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, so it doesn't really harm him over there. I see 6 guys staying out. I don't know how many of these guys are going to be able to continue, but this is going to be a very interesting race. As a matter of fact, Yepes is going to get knocked out, and even McMillan might get knocked out. We might only have 6 drivers left in this race. Oh my goodness, I've never seen this before. This is going to be one heck of a race, I'll tell you that much. Either way, let's go ahead and see what happened. The big one striking in NAPA IROC 4 at Daytona. A lot of good drivers involved in this one who are going to be out of the race after lap 3. Right here you see it. They went 4 wide for the lead while they were 4 wide behind these guys. It was Luke Rainey who went to the inside of Daniel McMillan and John Arndt. And 4 wide for the lead is probably one of the worst things you could ever see here at Daytona. Zachary Fitzwater, they were 4 wide in 2 places in a 13-car field. Absolutely unbelievable what we saw. Now, Roger Ray and Sebastian Kukulon actually avoided their 4 wide situation. I know Roger Ray actually got out of this one. He ended up clipping Cody Sill, who got in the Richard Kinghart. But there you see Daniel McMillan flipping John Arndt upside down. Kukulon catching some air. Zachary Fitzwater nowhere to go. Yepes, Cody Sill. And the big one here in this accident was John Arndt in the 05. Another barrel roll, very similar to what we saw with Daniel McMillan in the Mello Yello Smooth Fest and Cody Sill in the Mello Yello Smooth Fest. We have 3 guys in this race who have flipped, now 4 if you add John Arndt. Of course, they're not really in the race anymore after this accident, but you see what happened to the 05 of John Arndt right there. And from the pole to 2 laps later going upside down multiple times is not at all what John Arndt wanted to see. Most likely with that damage he will finish in last place, which is not good for this IROC Championship. John Arndt was very excited about joining this IROC Championship, but it ends 2 laps into the first race of the season. Ryan Kinghorn in the 40, Sebastian Kukulon with minimal damage. McMillan in the 75 did get back out there after this one, but Fitzwater I think is done. Luke Rainey is done. Cody Sill. And the leader of the race, Colton Yo, in the 98, drove away from this thing. He was the only guy who wasn't behind it. He drove right away from it and won the race back to the line. Let's Let's go ahead and review the crash in real time and get to the restart here at Daytona in NAPA IROC 4. And you see this 4-wide situation. And McMillan got in the Rainey. That was the initial contact. And you see John Hart go upside down. Kukulon caught some air as well. Brad Stover did a nice job avoiding this one. But Ryan Kinghart involved. Sebastian Kukulon, Zachary Fitzwater, Luke Rainey, Daniel McMillan, and Diego Yepez all involved in this accident. Wondering if Yepez got damaged prior, or should I say after that accident, because it looks like he started smoking afterwards. We'll have to see what happened to him. One last time on the replay, and Yepez got hit right there by Kukulon. That's what damaged Yepez's motor. You see Cody Sill go around right there. A lot of these guys did just spin, but you see Kinghart, Kukulon, Fitzwater, Rainey, and McMillan. Over half of the field involved in this accident in a 13-car field on lap 2. Not at all what these guys wanted to see here tonight. I can tell you that much. But either way, the leader of the race is Colton Yo in the number 98. Let's see what he does on the restart here in NAPA IROC 4 at Daytona. And just like in the Mello Yello Smooth Fest with Nicholas Samadio, an issue on the leader. And Colton Yo coming down the pit lane, it doesn't appear to be an internal issue. It might have just punctured a tire. We had a lot of debris there from that accident off of turn number 4. So, just like with Samadio on Friday night, probably just need to switch the tires out. I mean, for Colton Yo, it's not really going to be too much of a problem. There are going to be 7 guys left in this race. Roger Ray will inherit the lead. It's going to be Tristan Allen behind him, Nicholas Samadio, Brad Stover, Cody Sill, and Daniel McMillan. And that's it with Colton Yo. Only 7 guys left in this event. A wild accident to bring out the first caution, I'll tell you that much. I think Colton Yo's going to be fine. We're going to check in on him here and see. Not even a quarter of the way through this thing, and already half the field taken out or with an issue. Colton Yo coming down. Looks like they're going to just change the tires, which means he's going to be fine and he'll get back out there. The number 24 of Roger Ray now leads the field. I know he was one of those guys who had a shot at the Mello Yello Smooth Fest victory, but he didn't get it. It was Diego Yepez. Yepez is already out of this race. But a few guys are already out of this race, and the scoreboard hasn't cycled through to actually show that they are out. But I think everyone from Kukulon on down, Sebastian Kukulon, Ryan Kinghart, Luke Rainey, Zachary Fitzwater, Diego Yepez, and John Hart, of course, he went violently flipping down the front straightaway there. They are all out of the race after this one. We'll get to the restart here at Daytona. Back here at the Daytona International Speedway for the first race in NAPA IROC 4. Roger Ray leads the field in the number 24, and we only have 7 drivers left in the race after the big one struck in this 13-car field off of turn number 4. They were 4 wide in multiple places, and it's going to give us a very interesting chess match race because it gets difficult to pass when you only have 7 drivers on the racetrack. This is good news for Roger Ray on the 24. He's going to have himself 14 laps to go until the conclusion of the event. He's got Tristan Allen, Nicholas Samadio, Brad Stover, Cody Sill, Daniel McMillan, and Colton Yo behind him, and that's it. Everybody else is out of the race early on here at Daytona. Roger Ray with the good jump at the start. Now McMillan, I think he's going to be slow compared to the rest of these guys because he did accumulate some damage from that accident. Colton Yo should be able to continue in number 98. He's going to catch up to the back of the field with Cody Sill and Brad Stover at the end right there as Roger Ray pulls away from the rest of the field so far here at Daytona, but they're going to close right back on him. Next lap by, it'll be lap 8 of 20 with 13 laps to go. Nicholas Samadio and Roger Ray, they're teammates. It's Idel Motorsports in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. They were teammates last year, so they know how to race around each other. And Samadio, a good push from Cody Sill and Colton Yo on that inside lane. Might get to the inside of his teammate there. Not going to happen. Roger Ray leads lap number 7. It's a great opportunity for Nicholas Samadio. I think Samadio and Allen, 2 of the most experienced guys left in this field. They've been around for a very long time. And there goes Samadio to the point, to the inside of Roger Ray. Who knows, that could be the last pass for the lead in this race because we only have 6 drivers in this lead draft. It gets excessively difficult to make a pass for the lead when we only have a few drivers in the draft. But you know what? Cody Sill might get to the inside of him here. As you see, the gap between Nicholas Amadio and Roger Ray, that's not going to help Amadio out at all. And this looks a lot like the Rockstar Pro Series finish. And look at this. Colton Yeo, he had the issue on the caution, but he's right back inside the top 3, going for the lead. And this is still before halfway here at Daytona. Colton Yeo has only won 1 race in his career, but he's won it twice. That's the Christmas Eve 500. He's won it back-to-back times here under the lights at Daytona. He was not able to get around Cody Sill or Nicholas Amadio for the lead right there. So he'll stay in line in the 4th position. Nicholas Amadio's got some help now from his teammate, Roger Ray. And now that the lines are equal, I think this is going to be the way it's going to look till the end of the race. So it might be between Nicholas Amadio and Cody Sill for this win. I know I'm calling it early, but like I said, it is excessively difficult to make a pass once you get to this situation where you have 2 lines with 3 cars each. There's not much help in each line, and there's not really anywhere to go for the cars in the back because if they pull out a line, they lose momentum, and the guy in front of them loses momentum. So they just want to stay in line, and like I said, we're not even halfway through this race, so there's not much to do right now instead of just except just wait it out. I'd like to apologize, guys. It's been a very rough day. I've been trying to get this thing done for quite some time, and we've had so many issues, and I'm just a little frustrated right now. But either way, we're going to continue this one on here at Daytona. Halfway, and Cody Sill leads it with 10 laps to go in NAPA IROC 4. Great opportunity for Cody Sill. He's one of the quietest drivers here on NAPA Fan. He has 8 career NAPA Fan wins, 2 of those coming in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But he's one of those guys who tends to get overlooked in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Well, watch out for him. He might get this win here tonight with help from Colton Yeo and Brad Stover behind him. Even Brad Stover, Brad Stover is definitely not an overlooked driver. He is very good. Did a great job last year in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series in his rookie year. Got 2 wins at Canadian Tire and at Nashville, and that Nashville win was something else. He went from 4th to the lead in the final couple of laps, and he showed us all that he is a driver to watch out for, and he's on this inside lane. The problem is he doesn't have any help behind him to get to the point. However, that inside lane is now moving up, and if Cody Sill clears Nicholas Amadio, that might move up Colton Yeo and Brad Stover a couple of positions, and that's what's going to happen. Cody Sill will clear the 48, and Sill now single file out front here at Daytona, but here comes the 98 of Colton Yeo. Took those tires, we're now 3 wide behind him as Brad Stover gets to the inside of Roger Ray and Nicholas Amadio. Tristan Allen's at the end of this pack, looking to find the right line to go in. All 6 of these guys have an equal shot at winning this race at this point. Nobody else does. You see Daniel McMillan is 12 seconds behind the lead draft. But one of these 6 guys is going to be your race winner here at Daytona. One of the wackiest races we have ever had here at Daytona, especially in IROC. I don't think we've ever had a pack this small for the race win. Colton Yeo back out front after he won the race back to the line, but had to come down the pit lane to repair a tire. Well, now he's leading the field, and he does have that fresh tire on that number 98 machine. He's got better tires than the rest of the field, so he's at an advantage right now. Isn't too much of an advantage when it comes to a super speedway like this, but it's still an advantage, especially when you're only battling 5 other cars. But Roger Ray doesn't want to see that advantage anymore. To the inside for the race lead goes Roger Ray in the 24. And he might get the run on the inside because they both pulled away from the other 4 cars. So neither guy really has an advantage. Brad Stover closing in on Roger Ray, and Roger Ray's going to take it away. And they're back to the 2 file lines. Number 24 to the inside of Colton Yeo. Brad Stover and Tristan Allen now on the inside lane. Nicholas Amadio is running 6th as he was leading earlier on in this green flag run. He's behind Cody Sill and Colton Yeo. Roger Ray gets the lap led at lap 14 with 6 laps to go in NAPA IROC 4. This is the first race of 4 events. We go to Auto Club, Lime Rock, and then the finale at Indianapolis. One of these guys here tonight in this pack is going to get the first win of the season. So all these guys Except for Colton Yo, full-time in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Colton Yo looking to race his way in tomorrow night in the Mello Yello Duel. We'll have to see if he can do so. If that's the case, he's going to be in 3 races throughout Mello Yello Speedweeks. This one, the IndyCar race, and the Daytona 500 if he gets into Daytona 500. Of course, he's going to be in the dual race. There's going to be in at least 3 races already, but he's looking to make it 4 if he advances his way in. Roger Ray is going to clear Colton Yo, and that's going to open the door for Brad Stover to get to the inside for the race lead. Stover and Allen have been the 2 most patient guys in this pack so far, and they might be the guys to watch out for this race win. Nicholas Amadio's back on that inside lane as well. And if that inside lane continues to get around the outside lane like it has a few times so far in this pack, it might be either Allen or Sam Adio getting the race win. Stover can now clear Roger Ray, and he's going to do so. That's going to open the door for Tristan Allen to possibly take the lead away. Stover leads it with 4 laps to go at Daytona. Only 2 cars in the inside lane. That's not good for Allen or Sam Adio. Brad Stover can choose the lane he blocks, and right now he's blocking both of them. This might be Brad Stover's race to lose at this point. He's got a very good advantage right now. There goes Cody Sill making it 3 wide, and that's going to keep the inside lane from moving up any. And Brad Stover holds onto the outside lane and continues to lead, coming to 3 laps to go. Brad Stover, Tristan Allen, and Roger Ray, the top 3. Nicholas Samadios here in the 48. Colton Yo and Cody Sill, all these drivers with a shot at victory. Brad Stover leads it with 3 laps to go in the number 99. The Rookie of the Year from season number 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He's gotten a lot of wins in IndyCar, Indy Lights I should say. Got 2 wins in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series last year. And he's one of the winningest drivers of 2018 on NAPA Fan. It's fairly fitting for him to be leading this field in the International Race of Champions. But Roger Ray is now cleared, and he's going to go to the inside. Nicholas Samadio is going to make it 3 wide for 3rd. It's not over yet for Samadio. He could run that inside lane, draft his teammate Roger Ray, and possibly have a shot at the victory before the race is done. Side by side, Stover with 2 laps to go. Remember, last time we were here, it's December of 2017 when Zachary Fitzwater got the race victory. I think it was 5 1,000ths of a second at the line. They bounced off of each other coming to the checkered flag. It was definitely a wild race that December night. It's still cool out here as well. These guys are going really fast in the 6-car pack, and now Roger Ray to the inside of Brad Stover for the race lead. Tristan Allen has filed his way in the 2nd position of the inside lane. He might have a shot at this one, especially if Roger Ray clears Brad Stover. And he will. White flag in the air for Roger Ray at Daytona in the first race of NAPA IROC 4. Will he get it done here tonight in the number 24? If he holds that outside lane, I think he's got it because there's only 2 cars in the inside. Cody Sill can choose to help which lane he wants to. And he's going to stay on the outside lane. That's going to seal it for Roger Ray in the number 24, only unless Brad Stover clears Tristan Allen and goes to the inside, and he's going to do that. There goes Brad Stover back to the inside. He got the run on the outside lane, and they're going to be side by side once again. Brad Stover, Roger Ray, give it to Brad Stover. He gets the win at Daytona in NAPA IROC 4. Last lap pass once again. We saw it twice in the Rockstar Pro Series. We see it again in NAPA IROC. And Brad Stover from the outside lane cut down on Roger Ray and took the win away for his first win of 2019, picking up right where he left off after all the momentum he had in 2018. And he will be the points leader heading into Auto Club. However, that means he's going to start last for that race, as the starting lineup is determined by the inverse points position of the field. But Brad Stover gets it done here at Daytona with a last lap pass on Roger Ray. Roger Ray will finish 2nd, and Tristan Allen will finish 3rd with Colton Yo, Nicholas Samadio, and Cody Sill. The 6 guys finishing in the lead draft. Danny McMillan did finish on the lead lap. Then Sebastian Cucalon, Ryan Kingart, Luke Rainey, Zachary Fitzwater, Diego Yepez, and John Hart all knocked out of the race after that huge accident that we had on lap number 2. But Brad Stover avoided the accident. He was able to stay in the lead draft, and he's going to come home with the victory here in the first race of NAPA IROC 4. And how about that to open up the season? Very interesting race. It just felt odd only having 6 cars in the field for a majority of the event. But hey, that's the way it went, and that's the way we're going to let it go. And Brad Stover gets the first win in NAPA IROC 4. Mello Yello duel tomorrow night. And that's going to be very interesting because we have 28 drivers in duel number 1 and only 20 in duel number 2. The reason being, Julio Caesar, a part-time driver, is automatically locked onto the front row for the Daytona 500. So he's already in. That means there's only one more spot available. So we have to have all the other part-time drivers in one duel race to battle out because only one of them is going to make it. And whoever finishes highest of those 7 part-time drivers in duel number 1 will be in the big show Saturday morning. But we'll have to see how it all goes down. That's just all I gotta say. It's gonna be weird because we never had it where the duels have been offset like that, but that's how we have to do it to determine the part-time driver that makes it in. And that's about it. I apologize, I've been a little bit off today, but you know what? Be in shape tomorrow for the Mello Yello duel because I'm gonna do that on a different day. I have time to do it on a different day. Thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Brad Stover on his victory here at Daytona in NAPA IROC 4. Here are the point standings after the first race in the 2019 season. See you guys tomorrow night for the Mello Yello duel. Friday, it's the IndyCar Series from the Daytona Road Course. And then Saturday at noon Eastern Time, it is the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Daytona 500. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.